I've been watching wrestling for a long time, since about the mid-80s. I know I'm really giving them my age here, but whatever. I enjoy the athleticism, the pomp, the pageantry, the violence, the goofy stuff, and the serious stuff as well. There's a little something for everyone in this form of entertainment, and in this video, I'll be focusing on someone who's been entertaining me a lot as of late, as well as other fans. None other than timeless Toni Storm. I love the gimmick. If you've seen AEW lately, Toni Storm is a former WWE wrestler who has recently went over to AEW and transformed into a Hollywood bombshell actress from the golden age of Hollywood. While previously she took on an 80s rock star look in WWE and AEW, she has recently left her Outcast stable and started acting like a golden age of Hollywood starlet. With her hair, my southern showing, ooh gross. With her hair now cut and curled, she has a Marilyn Monroe type of look and wears 20s and 30s fashions. She appears in black and white vignettes and she will quote old school movie actresses of that time, like Gloria Swanson saying things like, "She's ready for her close-up, Mr. DeVille," or perhaps that's Mr. Khan. She will speak of her matches as performances and even had an award ceremony gifting her the women's title that she already recently won. Is this goofy? Yes. Is this silly? Of course. Do I love it? You better believe it. This feels like a throwback to the wrestling I enjoyed as a kid when there was more defined gimmicks and larger-than-life characters. I feel this has been missing a lot in wrestling lately, and I have missed it personally. While I'm certainly not advocating a return of occupational gimmicks like Duke the Dumpster Drosy or T.O. Hopper the Plumber, I enjoy that Toni Storm is trying something different in her career and being daring enough to stand out from the pack. And she nails this gimmick from her over-the-top facial expressions to her "let's have a word" from our sponsors line before there is a cut to a commercial. With the addition of Luther as her butler, she has created a universe all her own, and I'm digging it. It reminds me of how Matt Hardy reinvented himself back in 2016 in his career in TNA as Broken Matt Hardy, complete with his own universe and characters. In a way, this reminds me of what could have been, and maybe even should have been, with Lacey Evans and her 50s pinup girl sassy Southern Belle gimmick, my personal favorite of hers. A different aesthetic and different time period for sure, but both portraying classy and yet delusional women from a different time. Certain elements of her gimmick also reminds me of Goldust with how he threw himself into his obsession with old movies early in his career. Toni can also go in the ring. The element of her new and over-the-top character just helps her get recognition and exposure even more. It gets people talking, and that is a big part of the battle. Not everyone can pull off a showy over-the-top gimmick such as this, but for Toni and those like her that can, I say go with it. Have fun with it. In the end, that's what pro wrestling is supposed to be. Some of the greatest wrestling gimmicks, it can be said, can be described in a few words from a fan to a non-fan for them to understand what they are all about. Stone Cold Steve Austin, anti-authority rebel redneck. The Rock, suave smart aleck. CM Punk, straight edge iconoclast. Danhausen, demon-possessed Conan O'Brien. Yeah, you get it. Wrestling personas really resonate when a wrestler plays themselves with the volume turned up really loud, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, or a character that stands out from the pack with the performer fully committed and truly believing in what they are portraying, to the point it makes you as a fan invested, like The Undertaker. Only time will tell what the future holds for the timeless Toni Storm gimmick. What movie will she quote next? What golden age of Hollywood starlet will she be portraying? Will she get her own leading man like a Clark Gable or a Humphrey Bogart type? Give me a call, Toni. I've got 14 years of community theater experience. But anyway, I want to give Toni Storm a standing ovation already for fully committing to this gimmick and giving us something different. You can tell a performer is fully committed and having fun in whatever form of entertainment they are in, and it translates to you as an audience member. And right now, I am being fully entertained by timeless Toni Storm. And in the end, isn't that what wrestling is all about? Thanks for watching, Finn. Seriously, Toni, it was like, I think I'm speaking demonic Latin here. I don't know what's going on. I just got tongue-tied and excited thinking about timeless Toni Storm. What I was trying to say was, seriously, Toni, give me a call.